You fill up my senses like a gallon of magnet, like a packet of woodbines, like a good pinch of snuff, like a night out in Sheffield, like a greasy chip buddy, like Sheffield United. Come fill me again, na 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 na.
Hi Blade, Tyler here.
Fucking hell, we've got an intro back. Hey.
We're back, baby. We're back.
Oh, no, someone is back.
I know.
Who's
And
back?
he's back again. I know you don't like it, but the king.
Oh, why? Stop! Don't. Right,
Oh,
right.
Chris
So
Wilder back in the dugout, baby.
Right, Chris Wilder's back. Let's use him by his name. Chris Wilder or Gaffer. I don't mind Gaffer. Do you know what I mean? Gaffer's back, but right. Can I just say something? Right, he's not a fucking messiah. Right, he's not a fucking king. Do you know what I mean? Pep Guardiola's fucking won. Okay, you can't even compare, can you? Do you know what I mean? Numerous league titles, numerous Champions Leagues, fucking being across the world managing, right? And you don't get a fucking stupid, silly name like fucking Messiah or King. Do you know what I mean? It's just Pep.
Yeah, but it's
no,
different,
it's fucking not, right? It's right. We're tarnishing fucking big names. We've gone from fucking calling someone pulling a fucking sword from a stone a legend to fucking someone running to the shop and buying a packet of Chris a legend. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I'm over the moon that he's back, mate. I'll be honest.
You might be right, but he's not a fucking messiah. Can't just point that out. Like, if you want to go biblical terms, there's no fucking way near.
He walks on water, mate. He walks
Oh yeah, and he fucking feeds fucking thousands with wine and fucking bread and all this, but
yeah, that's what he does.
No, I'm not having it. He's a good manager. He's a very good manager for us. And I'll say
he's what we need at minute.
Yeah,
he is what we need at minute. Like, I think more importantly than anything, I think we're all just glad that this Ruben Sayers experiment's over because. Yeah, exactly. Who is he? I can't remember. But it was just awful, weren't it? Let's be honest.
You know what pissed me off most?
Go on.
I fucking tried to back the man more than anything. Do you know what I mean? I fucking argue toss with people and they're like, no, this Wilder needed to, he shouldn't have gone and all this sort. It may not deserve to go, right? But I will stick by the fact that I do believe the club needed to go in a new direction. Ruben Sellers was not that answer. Like I said, right? It's like me buying a car saying it does this, that, and that, right? That's what we thought we were getting with Sellers. We were sold this dream that we were going to have free-flowing attacking football. Was we not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everything he said, he spoke well. Do you know what I mean? Everything, just shame everything what he said came out of his arse.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me overall is I've always said that I'll back any manager that comes into a club. I don't care who it is. I don't care how poor they are. I don't care about the track record. At the end of the day, if they're in the hot seat at Sheffield United, I will always back them until they prove me wrong. Ruben Sellers has now proven me wrong. He was awful. He wasn't the right appointment. I never said he was the right appointment. I just said that I was going to back him while he was in. I was going to give him time. He's proven that it couldn't work. The board have held their hands up, realised that they've made a mistake. I've got to give them praise for that because it's twice that they've done that now. Transfer strategy. They tried something, didn't work. They went back to basics. Obviously, got players in the traditional like championship standard. Got to back them on that. Same with Wilder. They got rid of him, made a judgment call, tried going in a different direction, realised that it didn't work, listened to the fans, and they got the man back in that the fans, like the majority of the fans wanted. So you've got to give them praise on that. And it's all good to be honest. I can't wait for Saturday. I really can't wait for Saturday.
Yeah, your mic's proper crackling, mate. Right, so going on what you just said is, I will say this about the board, right? People can fucking jump down the throats at we're going this, that, or get the Americans out and all this, like blah, 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 right? Do you know what it is? They're new. Do you know what I mean? They're inexperienced and they're new, right? Yep. So you've got to give them time. They need a bit of help. And this, we're rumoured with Prince Abdullah possibly coming back as a minority shareholder or maybe a director of football, something like that. Maybe that is as an advisor. Do you know what I mean? He knows how the club works and he knows to get the best out of the club financially wise. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the club was been in profit since he took over.
People have had a lot to say about the Prince previously over the years, but they don't realise that it was just financial restrictions that he had. You look at the overall project and what he did while he was the owner of Sheffield United, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like what he did for us on
Do you
the
remember
budget.
do you remember the first thing what he ever bought for Sheffield United?
I don't.
You can't. Team
No.
coach. Got him that team
Well, there you
coach in
go.
League One. Yeah.
Well, there you go. But the things that he has done for this club over the years and the way that he's looked after us, managed us, and he clearly still cares about the club now, even though he's got nothing to do with the club at the moment. He does still care about the club. He still obviously supports us. He's still speaking about us. He's still having things to do with us. I hope he does come back as an advisor, mate, because if we're not relying on Prince Abdullah's money to take us up, and we have got more financial backing in different areas, but we can rely on him as map out the plan for where we're wanting to go. I think it just makes all sense in the world. I really do. He has got a football brain. He's worked in football for over 30 years. He has got
Al Nasseri were the sporting director of.
So he's been all over the place. I think he had something to do with something in States at one bit as well.
I believe he was Turkey before Turkey. He was like the ambassador of sport for Saudi at one point before Turkey Al Sheikh took over. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it. But can I just add, right? So fans, you need to laugh at Americans back, right? Yeah, they've made mistakes, but obviously, like Connor just said, they've held their hands up and they've rectified these mistakes, hopefully. But can I just say, in the 2 windows, what they have been in charge of, the transfer windows, they have spent more money in the Championship than Prince Abdullah ever did. Do you know what I mean? So people are kicking and screaming, right? I'm sorry, but when last time we played £10 million for a player in Championship when Prince Abdullah were in charge?
We don't.
We don't. Do you know what I mean?
And this is the thing. So I've seen some people saying obviously they want to get rid of these owners, and I understand they have made some daft decisions, but part and parcel of obviously being successful is making mistakes and rectifying those mistakes, especially in football. Obviously, the main thing as an owner, you need the fans on side. If you haven't got the fans on side, look at what's happening with fucking neighbours like across road. Look at the state that they're in, and look at the divide that the owners have got with the fans. There's nothing there. Whereas with us, we have got owners that are listening to us. They are listening to what fans are saying. They've made mistakes. We have had a terrible start to the season, but they've been proactive and they're trying to fix it. You can't complain at that. You really can't.
It's a shame, really. Well, it's not a shame. It's funny. Imagine having a backroom boardroom, and all that lot will actually care about the club.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly. They clearly want to be successful, and they said that in the statement. Obviously, when Wilder comes back, promotion is still the goal this season. So what that tells me is they brought Wilder back in now. He's like the club and the squad have had the backing during the summer. It tells me that we're also going to spend in January as well. If I had to guess, if we're in a good position, they're going to try and kick us on, and they're going to try and get us over the line, which I just can't complain at all. At the end of the day, they're trying, they're listening. That's all I can ask for. But that's not me saying, "Oh, be quiet and don't complain about things," because obviously complaining about things has got us what we wanted eventually. So carry on being vocal, because these owners clearly do listen, which is it's the most positive thing that I can ask for, really. When was the last time that we had an owner that listened to what the fans want?
Exactly. McCabe didn't give a fuck. He just sold everyone.
And even the Prince was always open in the way that he did his business and things like that. But did he ever listen to anything that the fans really asked for? No, I wouldn't say so. He did things his way because he knew what he needed to do with his budget.
Exactly.
These owners are naive when it comes to football, so they are willing to listen to fan opinion, and they're willing to listen to people that are more knowledgeable than them. They made a rash decision in the summer, and they tried going in a different direction. It didn't work. They've rectified that now. We've gone back to basics. Fans have got what they wanted. Everybody should be happy. Let's kick on now, get behind squad, and just see where we end up this season.
Exactly. Because I look at our squad now. Yeah, I think the squad what we finished this championship season last season is inadequate to this squad we have now. I believe we have a much stronger squad now than what we had. Granted, there's still a few positions where I would like to improve because I feel like in that position we are not strong enough. But I think we have
Wingers, innit?
Theoretically, but we don't know what Wilder's going to do. You know, he's a book of tricks and he's got a book of positions.
Yeah,
and I believe attacking wise, we're going to be a little bit different this time because I've heard Gary McSheffrey from the under-21s maybe getting promoted as the attacking coach.
maybe
Not 100% true how it is, but that's
it's come from
I've
Nixon,
heard.
hasn't it? So
Yeah,
we've got to take it with a pinch of salt. He's just got speed in his Patreon, bless him.
I won't be against Gary McSheffrey. He's been at this level numerous times. He's done it at this level. Do you know what I mean? And he understands football and he's done a good job for under-21s. So there is something I do want to point out though, because I've heard a lot of people saying it, and it's kind of irritated me, right? So just because someone's an analyst and never played football or whatever, don't mean they're a bad manager. So the perfect examples that we talked about it, Jose Mourinho. Has he ever been a footballer?
He were, but he were a low level footballer. He weren't a top pro. He were a professional, but it were very, very low level.
Do you get what I'm saying? Will Still.
Will Still. Jurgen Klopp. I don't think Jurgen Klopp were particularly.
Yeah, he were very low level though, weren't he, in Germany? I think he was second tier or something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he were like a top level pro. But then obviously you flip it on the other side. Kolo Touré, poor manager, really, really good player.
Plenty.
Yeah. There is plenty of examples.
But we can go with boxing with that. I mean, look at what's it called? Parkinson's lad. Who's got Parkinson's now? Boxing trainer.
Oh, Freddie Roach.
Yeah, Freddie Roach, mediocre boxer. You know what I mean? World class coach. Yeah, I think it's just you've got to have that experience in the football and how it plays. Do you know what I mean? To be successful, and I feel like the problem with top tier footballers becoming coaches as well, I think sometimes they've got a bit of an ego. Do you get what I mean? So I think they're always comparing themselves to the players. I think they find it harder to relate and how they should be doing things because they want to do everything exactly how they want to do it.
The two things just don't correlate, do they?
No.
Like having being a top level professional does not make you a top level manager. There are some top level professionals that have become really, really good managers after the fact, but there's some, like you said, Mourinho weren't a top level pro, but he's got a football in mind, and he were a fantastic. Well, he still is a fantastic manager in my opinion.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah.
So I think it's 15 points in it what we've lost. 5 games. We lost more than that last season. I still believe season's early enough to kick on now. Like you said, 123 points to play for.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be up there.
Well, I think it might not be an instantaneous turnaround. Like we might be expecting like to go on an unbeaten run of like 12-13 now. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll win Saturday. And I think we will start picking up points, but I think it's going to be a slow creep up the table. I expect us to be round probably about 10th come Christmas, 9th, something like that, and then kick on for playoffs after that. I know you're a bit more ambitious than what I am on that front. Obviously, you still want automatics, don't you? I think we are capable of still getting automatics. Do I think it'll happen though? No.
Right. So how I see it is, I think Charlton will really kick on, and I think we do put him to the sword because Wilder's not stupid. He's heard his critics after he's left. He's heard the critics. Do you know what I mean? He's heard what the main factors were of why we went in a different direction. Do you get what I mean? And Wilder's ego and his stubbornness will fucking bite against that. So I do think he's going to try and play attacking. And defensively, he knows that back line we've got is one of the best in the league, and I'm not sorry. I don't care which time you are. It is one of the best teams, best back lines in the league. So if you can organise that and get the structure right with that back line, McGuinness. But you play a low line, you don't play a fucking high line. McGuinness ain't got the legs to get there. We know this. Yeah. You got Tanganga, you got me, you've got experience there, and you've got fucking forward pressing players, right? Your midfield, you get that link going, right? And when Blaster gets back, I love to see Blaster and Matos in that middle. You go to where sorry, Barry, but you haven't done enough for me. You haven't worked hard enough to keep a position in that team for me personally. So I'd be dropping him, and I'd be fitting Armour back into his Player of the Year role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So one thing that I noticed, have you watched the video Wilder greeting all players when he comes back in?
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed, I don't know whether I'm reading into it a bit too much, but obviously went round everybody, dapped everybody up, and obviously welcomed them all and whatever else.
Took a blowjob off Peck.
Yeah, so obviously they were pecking Campbell at end where he had a bit more of a warmer embrace. But what I did notice as well, when Samari walked up the stairs, he seemed to spend a little, he spent a bit more time with Samari. I think he's seen something in Samari that's good. I think he does genuinely see him as a mini replacement this season.
Chong as well. He called Chong as well, if you noticed.
Yeah, I might be looking into it a bit too much.
Possibly, but end of the day, right? We know, right? Obviously, you've been a big advocate of Samari before we come. Do you know what I mean? You've watched a bit of him from Braga and all that lot, right? Yeah. He just needs experience in this league. I think physically he's got it, and I think technically he's got it. I think he just needs that bit of confidence, a bit of a fluidity in midfield. Do you know what I mean? Get him a run of games, let him find his feet.
100%.
And like you said, right? Look at Vinny Souza. First season he were wheels, dog shit. Dog shit, running around like an headless chicken, pointing at everything because he didn't want to run for it. Yeah. I believe Wilder can get these players on side and it will get the best out of him. We know he's done it a million times before for different clubs. He's got the best out of shit players. And these aren't shit players, these are good players. So the possibility are limitless at the moment. And I think the bearing of last season of losing in the final would have got to him. So I think he is going for us, and I don't think he's sitting back, and I think we're going to go for it this season.
Yeah, I think we'll go for it. It's not going to be a case where we'll be like, right, let's just trickle towards playoffs and we'll be all right. I think we're going to go all out and we are going to attack it. I don't know if we are capable of getting the automatics. Like, if we go on a massive run, absolutely, yeah. But I can't see us going on a winning run or winning like 8, 9, 10 games in a row. I think, could we go unbeaten in 6 or 7 where we win 4 or 5, draw 2? Yeah, 100%. But this is the sort of environment that Wilder does like, and it is tailor-made for him. Backs against the wall, people writing him off before he's even walked through.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, weren't we undefeated until we were at Leeds game, weren't it, last season? Leeds were first loss what we had.
Yeah, I think so.
And what were that, about 11 games in?
Something like that, 10, 11 games.
Mate, honestly, I don't think the championship's as strong as it were last season, and I'm not as an old, but right, you know the teams I were expecting to blow people away, they're not, and the teams what were in and around playoffs like Coventry, they are blowing teams away. So I think it's a little. I don't know if because Coventry haven't really improved, have they? They haven't really fetched any new players in, not really, but we'll do fetching Casey Hayden.
So the base squad that Coventry had to work from this season, though, was like a really, really strong squad.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, we weren't skill-wise, we're not Coventry. I'd say they were subpar to us, and I don't know if that's me being a bit ridiculous, but ish. Do you get what I mean?
So
I won't say it's a big, massive difference, but I'd say, like, do you know what I mean? I'd say we're slightly better.
I look man for man us against that Coventry squad, and I do think they have got a better starting 11.
You do?
For man. Yeah,
I'd say they've got better wide players, and that's it.
Well, they've got obviously Radoni and Gus are pretty much man for man. I think Gus is the better player. Yeah. Haji Wright or Tyrese Campbell. I'm taking Haji Wright.
Yeah, me too.
Sakamoto or Andre Brooks.
I'm taking Sakamoto.
Ashley Grimes or Matt Grimes, whatever his name is. Ashley Grimes was one that used to play for what do you call it?
Swansea.
No, that's Matt Grimes who used to play for
Swansea.
I can't remember. They were in Ashley Grimes anyway, but Matt Grimes, is he better than our midfielders? Probably. I'd say so. He's miles better than Sidney Peck.
Yeah.
I'd put him on probably an Arblaster level, but obviously Arblaster in squad at minute. So
do you not realise we've got like Kante?
Well, in Matos, I do like Matos, don't get me wrong,
mate.
I really do like him.
Like, listen, I've got the biggest hard on over Matos fucking possible now. Do you know what I mean? He's my favourite player at the moment.
Yeah. So I like him and I like what I've seen of him so far. But I just wanted to take it back to Samari for a second. So obviously you've not watched much of him before he come in. Obviously, I seen bits of him when he were at Nacional and on loan at Nacional and Braga. So, but from what you have seen of him in the games that you can't not be impressed with what you've seen.
So what I like about him is completely different to Vinny. Vinny preferred a tackle, whereas Samari, I think he seems to intercept the ball a lot more than what Vinny did.
Yeah, he's got long legs.
Yeah, and I've noticed, it's like that there were a ball that were going through air and he's jumped up in air just to fucking try and intercept it. Do you know what I mean? I did like that. But what I have noticed about Samari, he doesn't really play short passes on ground. He likes to whack it straight up. Do you know what I mean? Tries to look for that long pass straight away, which I do like. I do like that, and it's completely different to what Vinny. Yeah, it's completely different to what Vinny did. Whereas Vinny pass it off to the ball player and make a little run. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I do like it. It's a different type of play that we've had recently. Do you know what I mean? And I think it can be exhilarating for the fans to watch.
Yeah, and this is why my starting holding two would be Samari and Matos.
Without a doubt.
I don't think Wilder is going to go for that. I don't.
Yeah, do you know what? I think it's a possibility, but I think he likes Peck too much not to start him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I think that is going to be the case.
Peck's going to be the new Robinson in my eyes.
Probably. But we'll see. We'll see anyway. Obviously, I'm not too concerned about that at the minute. It's a case where I'm going to trust him. He's not steered us wrong before.
No.
Am I the biggest fan of his overall play style like in recent years? No. I've said this, but he knows how to get results for Sheffield United.
And do you think he's gone through like these 6 games what we've played and not looked at our squad and gone, I could do this, I could do that? Of course, his eyes have been fixated on our squad.
Yeah, of course. He'll. And you look at a lot of the players that we've brought in, the players that he's been admirers of previously. Danny Ings.
Right. If I tell you something, I think Ruben Sellers' job's been gone for a while.
Probably. And this squad.
And I think they've been setting up ready for Wilder to come back.
Well, I think I said the other day, 7 of the signings are players that Wilder has openly been an admirer of previously. Danny Ings, Louis Barry, Tanganga, Ben Godfrey, Ogbene, who else we brought in? That is Ben Mee. Obviously, he's always said that Ben Mee's just an out leader and captain. And he's also like Chong and all, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure it was Chong that he's been an admirer of. So
I like Chong. I think you get him confident. I think he could be arguably one of the best players in the league.
Maybe. I've said jury's out for Chong at the minute. It weren't a signing that particularly excited me, and I still
but for the price what we paid for him, I'm happy with what you could get in return.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely an upside there. But we'll just have to see. Oh, McGuinness as well. He's always like McGuinness. So
I like McGuinness.
I do as well, and he offers us something different to what we've got at the minute because we've got athleticism in that back line now. We've got obviously Ben Godfrey who's an athlete, Tanganga who's an athlete, and then you need a big shithouse that can just clear everything with his head. But you know what? I've also been surprised with how good Tanganga is in there.
Mate,
he's ridiculous. He
should be a basketball player with that reach.
Yeah,
leap, should I say?
He's got a great leap on him.
He just shame we can't direct his fucking headers.
Yeah, I think what's been nice though is just seeing the mood change in fans, players, just the overall outlook. Everybody just seems more positive now that we've got Wilder back.
Yeah,
like I said, I were one of the people that wanted us to go in a different direction and try something different, and I wanted to see progressive football. And I thought when obviously Sellers come in, it matched what I wanted to hear. I was like, yep, that's going to be positive. Hopefully it works. But we didn't get what we were promised. We were sold bullshit. The football was absolutely atrocious. Every time, so I'm going to get onto this in a second, but every time we went a goal behind, you knew it was game over. As soon as we went behind, you knew that were it. You knew we were going to lose. It was simple as that.
Yeah. You know what does me though? It's like how much time have we lost? Do you get what I mean?
5 games. It's a
I
lot of
know
points.
it is a lot of points, but do you know, one good thing what I think will come out of this is they're all fit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean? So Wilder's just got to drill their tactics into the red now, not get him up to fitness.
Yeah. So we've seen that there has been an improvement of fitness. We've seen Gus doing 90 minutes a couple of times
Yeah.
so far this season. We've seen Campbell do 90 minutes a couple of times so far this season, which we never would have seen last season. So I just want Wilder to build on what's there. There isn't much there at the minute in terms of confidence is on the floor, but there is some things there that he just needs to build on, and he needs to bring his philosophy and things like that back. Get
But
people running through brick walls again.
a good thing, I think, because a lot of core is still there, or still will play for Wilder, or will run through walls for Wilder. I think the other players will adapt to that. Do you get what I mean now?
Well, they've got to. They've got to, because one
Yeah.
thing that we know about Wilder is he will not play people that will not run through
No.
brick walls.
So
He will
what I
bench him.
think, well, if you remember when he took over in Premier League,
Mhm.
one of the first things he did in January was cancel Luke Thomas's loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that happening with Binden and maybe Barry.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
I think Barry, I genuinely do think that he will want to keep hold of Barry because he has been an admirer of him
Yeah.
previously.
Do you know what it is, right? Unless he can change something about him, he looks all right going forward, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't got that oomph just to push him on.
There's a simple change you can make for me. Put him
I
out
know
on
you put him
fucking
on
right
right, I
instead
know,
of
yeah.
left.
But do you know the problem is, for a winger, he's not fast enough for me.
No, he's not. But if you've noticed, every single time he's so one-footed,
Very.
defenders can just predict what he's going to do. So,
But we can
he
say
has
that
got.
about Philogene. He was 1 foot under. I mean, yeah, he did score one with his left
I
foot.
was
But
going to say, and it was a good goal that he scored with his left as
right.
well.
So, but he was doing exactly the same thing. But Callum Hudson-Odoi last season, when we were in Premier League, he did it twice against us, scored 2 goals exactly the same against the now. Do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not. It's all right being predictable. It's about being fast enough to do it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
The fact is, he hasn't got that little burst of speed to get him in front to get that shot off.
Yeah,
He's too slow with it.
Well, you don't need to be lightning quick.
No, not lightning quick, but over fucking 10 yards, I just need you to be rapid, that little burst.
Yeah, and I think he is quick enough to be able to do it. It's just we're going to be able to see what Louis Barry is all about, basically, under Wilder. So if in first couple of games we're not really seeing much from him, then you can pretty much write him off. You can pretty much say, right, it's just going to be a squad player, comes on for the last 20 minutes in the game, and
it's Gus's position. We know this now. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not against it. I'm not against it, mate. I'll be honest with
you. Yeah, that's if he goes back to that. I don't.
I know you want the 5-3-2 back.
Yeah, I want the 3-5-2. I want as fullbacks pushing on. I hope. I think this squad's just tailor made for it. I really do. With what we've got, I think that is our best formation. It's 3-5-2 or a 5-4-1, whatever you want to go for.
But can I ask you a question though? Right, the way football's gone now, I don't think the 3-5-2 is a dominant formation now than what it were when Wilder first used it.
Well, it can be.
It can be, but I don't believe it is anymore. Do you know what I mean?
It just depends what you make of it, doesn't it? Obviously, if you've got the players and you can embed that formation into them and you can get the best out of them in that formation, it'd be stupid not to play it.
I don't know, but then you look at teams like Man U's Almorian's tried bedded it in there. What is this? Is like call it 7th month trying to bed it in. It's still not working.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's just I'm just going to trust Wilder.
I just think formations nullify formations, and the 4-2-3-1 nullifies the 3-5-2.
So it does, but then obviously, what about if a team plays a 4-2-3-1 against us, and then when it's 4-2-3-1 versus 4-2-3-1, you've got to have that adaptability.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that's why I think he's got to be able to play numerous formations. Like he started doing it towards end the 4-4-2. That was so good against the 4-2-3-1. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So it's just about adaptability and seeing what we can make of this now. I'm excited and I am optimistic. And I can't wait for this atmosphere on Saturday. I think it's going to be electric. But
Yep.
we need to win Saturday now.
Yep, we are out.
If we don't win Saturday,
Wilder out.
No, it's not going to be Wilder out, but there's going to be like that air of optimism is going to have been sucked from us a little bit, because I think 99% of Blades fans now are expecting an immediate reaction and a bounce, which is what we need. We need to hit the ground running under Wilder. I want a convincing win this weekend. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to write season off if we don't get one, but it's going to be a lot harder to get into a groove and get where we need to be if we don't win this weekend. This weekend is really, really important.
So on that note, let's start wrapping it up. Where can people find us on Saturday before the game?
We'll be in the fan zone, and I'll be in the sheaf earlier on before that.
Are you definitely coming?
Yes.
Hey, if Connor don't come, everybody could slate him on next stream.
You can do. I'll be there. I'll be there. Like I said, my move out will be wrapped up for Thursday. I'll be out on Thursday, and then we'll be.
You got your ticket?
Not yet.
Not yet. You know they're selling out, don't you? Because Mr. Wilder's back.
We won't sell out, mate. We never fucking sell out.
You'll be getting an RV seat.
Yeah, it'll be all good, mate. You'll be
the boy what's hugging the pillow.
It don't bother me as long as I'm there. I don't
really. Mate, that's the worst seat in Bramall Lane. Have you seen it? The one bang behind the pillar.
Yeah.
I mean, how can they even sell that?
So they're wanting to get rid of pillars, aren't they? Sooner rather than later. So hopefully they get that done. But it don't bother me. I just, like I said, I'm optimistic about things. I just want to get rest of this week out of the way. I want to get Thursday out of the way. I'm going to be getting the ticket Thursday night or Friday morning.
Right. So onto that note, few things I need to add. Right. So WhatsApp group, Ink Corner, scan the QR code. You're more than welcome to join. If not already, please subscribe, hit that like button. Also, as things have progressed and we are somewhat growing as a channel, we are looking for a sponsor. Could that be you? So if you're a business owner or just simply want to promote something what you are passionate about, hit me up on Twitter, still at Just United 1889, and I will get back to you. So other than that, also, if any Shorten fans happen to come across this video, hit me up for Friday and we'll get you on the stream and we'll talk about your team versus our team, because you're going to get a fucking spanking.
Bonnie Blue special.
Delivered to Charlton. Anything else you need to add, Connor?
No, all good. Just obviously positive times now. Look ahead. And let's just get behind them on Saturday. It needs to be done.
Up the fucking blades.
Up the fucking blades.